Mr. Chairman, I am Gail Symons. I am with Civics 307 as well as YVote, which has a mission of all eligible Wyoming citizens being informed voters in each election. I am on and against House Bill 131. This bill solves a problem with ballot box usage that does not exist either in Wyoming or elsewhere in the country, while creating an additional barrier to the full participation of Wyoming voters. I have 4 points. The first one, reduced voter accessibility, was covered by many of the clerks. The second one is reliance on postal services, and I think the testimony from Clerk Lee well covered the lack of confidence on the speediness of delivery and having the ballots received on time. The next one is lack of evidence for security concerns. Multiple states used drop boxes in the last 2 election cycles without any significant incidents of fraud or tampering. The Associated Press surveyed top election officials in 45 states, and they reported no cases of fraud linked to ballot drop boxes during the 2020 election. There are isolated events such as the arson attacks that were identified on ballot boxes in Oregon and Washington in October of 2024. These are rare and have been promptly addressed by law enforcement. Moreover, claims made in the film 2,000 Mules, which alleged widespread misuse of drop boxes, has been debunked. The film's creator, I won't use his name, publicly apologized to a Georgia man falsely accused of ballot fraud in the film and acknowledged the lack of evidence supporting such claims in that film. As we heard from the elections officer, he campaigned on the need for increased election integrity, an issue that was not supported then or now and contributed to decreased confidence in elections by voters. In fact, a major element of that political campaign was the use of the film 2,000 Mules. To my knowledge, that official has not acknowledged publicly that it was debunked in a court of law. Fourthly, it is contradicted by voter preferences. Drop boxes are one of 3 methods for absentee early voting that include mailing through the U.S. Post Office, in person at the courthouse, and through drop boxes that are solely accessible by the county clerks. In 2024, absentee ballots made up 29.7% of voting in the primary and 42.6% in the general. Absentee and early voting is overwhelmingly supported by Wyoming voters as seen by their use, which is 41.3% of Republicans and 54.8% of Democrats. Finally, a University of Georgia Atlanta Journal-Constitution poll found that Georgia registered voters, another deep red state, opposed banning drop boxes by a margin of 59% to 37%. We have no reason to believe the results would be different in Wyoming. I would caution anyone on disparaging or questioning the professionalism of our county clerks as they enjoy a significantly higher level of support of the county citizens than almost any other county or state elected official. This is one of many bills submitted this session that raise additional barriers to participation, while there are not any with a specific purpose to improve participation by qualified electors. I stand for questions.
Thank you, Ms. Simmons. Questions? Okay, we'll move on. Mr. Winnie, please